Nation of Fit in 10, welcome to day 57. And yesterday I said we had 14 days to go, but actually today we've got 14 days to go. And I want to remind you that 14 days is still 20% of the challenge, like I mentioned in your numbers that I sent you out today. And I say 20% because that is 1/5 of the challenge. That is still a major chunk. And therefore you can still make, can you make mega massive change? Yeah, pretty much. You can still make some really, really good change. Maybe not mega massive, but you can still make some really, really good change in these final 14 days. So I want you to really hone in and keep sprinting right past the finish line. All your numbers change this week, so pay attention to them, all right? Check out the email that I sent out this morning. Also, July 6th, this is not an official announcement, but it looks like July 6th, we are going to hold an In the Gym Fit in 10 finale. We haven't done this since 2019, since the late fall 2019. So it's been a good 2.5 years, and I'm really looking forward to this. So please mark off your calendars for the evening of July 6th. It's not going to be super long meeting, probably an hour, maybe a bit more, an hour and a half. We'll be handing out prizes, goodie bags to everybody. We'll be going through the results. It'll just be really nice to get everybody back together. All right, should we be eating organic products? And yes, I think you should. I think it makes a difference. And this has been shown through, for example, if we look at yogurt and milk, which I consume both those. Some of the antibiotics that they give to the cow gets into the end product. So, you certainly don't want to be having antibiotics. This is not good for your gut bacteria, obviously. So you want to make sure, and even aside from that, you don't want to be taking antibiotics for no reason. So yes, when it comes to yogurt and milk, I would highly suggest organic products. When it comes to chicken, I try to buy chicken that is fed its original diet. Grain-fed chicken, and so this is what we would consider, I guess, organic to some degree. I mean, the more organic, the more we can get things to their original state or their original way of being, I think the better off you're going to be. So all the changes that they revert back, I just wish they could just do this with food in general. Like, don't make the food that has got all of these terrible byproducts. I realize it's more expensive, but it is your health, and it might sound trite, but it's true. If you don't have your health, you have nothing. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter who's around you. It doesn't matter anything. If your health is not there, you're screwed essentially. So I think your health is everything. So eating organic product, yeah. I mean, when it comes to fruits and vegetables, I don't buy all my fruits and vegetables organic. Probably I should. I don't know so much about the pesticides that are used. Apparently there are certain organic pesticides. I can imagine that this would probably be a good thing, but again, this is something that I don't know enough about to really comment on. But I would say certainly, if you can, I would probably err on the side of caution and consume your fruits and vegetables organically for sure. But definitely when it comes to your dairy, organic all the way, your meats, I think so as well. Okay. All right. 8 ways. Here are 8 ways you can improve your feelings of energy. And I say feelings of energy because we all have energy in our body, especially if we have extra body fat. That's all energy. But really what we're talking about when we say we need more energy is we're talking about our feelings of energy, right? How can we feel like we have more energy? And so here are 8 ways to improve your energy. I've talked about this before, of course. Hydrate with salt and water, or hydrate with electrolytes and water. Get outside. Get some sunlight. Go for a good walk, especially in nature. This will make a big, big difference. I've talked about in the middle of the day, just getting outside when you're working or whatever, taking a break, just going outside, getting some fresh air, getting some sunlight, going for a walk. This can make a big, big difference. okay, in terms of your feelings of energy. Intake some inositol and magnesium. So these are actually two separate points, but you could take them together. Inositol and magnesium. I carry a product called Yin Reserve. This has actually got both of those things in there. Magnesium is really, really important for the production of energy in the body, and inositol has been shown to do the same. Okay, it helps with energy production. So taking some of that is going to be really, really helpful to you. Finally here, grounding. Get your feet into the ground. Expose your feet to the soil, to the grass. Lie down on grass. Get your body exposed or get in contact with the earth. Okay? These are 8 ways to improve your energy, and certainly there's many others we could add to this. All right, message of the day. On this day 57, I want to remind you that your potential, that your absolute best that you're capable of, that this is the metric that you should measure yourself against. Forget about what other people are doing. Ask yourself, are you doing the best? And if you're not, let's step up our game. Okay, now I'm not saying you have to go from 50 to 100, but let's go from 50 to 60. And how do we do this? We look for areas that we know we can improve upon, however small they are. A lot of people call this low-hanging fruit. We look for those low-hanging fruit first and foremost, because those are the easiest things, and we capitalize on them and we improve on that, and then we keep going up the ladder, keep going up the tree, so to speak. We've got to improve. And when we look at these ways of improving and then we capitalize on them, we feel better about ourselves. We do. Ultimately, we really, really do. And this is how we improve, these little steps. Looking for these little, it's like climbing a mountain, right? We're looking for that next little piece to get us up higher, right? So your potential, your absolute best that you're capable of, this is the metric to measure yourself against. How do we get there? We start lower and we slowly make our way up. Identify those small little areas that you can improve upon, take advantage, make them a habit, get into the ritual of completing them daily or whatever it is. Get those down, make them a habit, and then move on to the next one. We keep moving up that well, in this case, we're gonna use the analogy of a tree, right? Getting that low-hanging fruit and then the slightly higher fruit, etc. Positive energy, positive vibes, believe in yourself, for love, God, give some gratitude, and I'll talk to you all later.